A special guest attorney for Trayvon Martin's family, Daryl Parks, is with us tonight. Daryl, I find it unusual, and I've called a lot of items a deadly weapon. A curling iron, a regular iron, a skillet, a rock. I mean, anything almost can be construed under the law as a deadly weapon. It doesn't have to be a knife or a gun. But a sidewalk? How can a human being be armed with a sidewalk?
Well, Nancy, I think Don West put that challenge out there, and today we learned some very powerful evidence. We saw pictures of Trayvon Martin's body nowhere near the sidewalk. I think it's going to be very important. Number two, we also heard no evidence of blood being found on the sidewalk. We've heard them say time and time again that George Zimmerman's head was beaten on the sidewalk. And you heard it best in the opening statement where he said that he used the sidewalk as a weapon to do all these things. No blood on the sidewalk. Very powerful testimony from the technician from the Sanford Police Department.
All right, Taffy, response?
Sure, it was raining that night. The crime scene was contaminated. It wasn't pristine. I have a response. It was raining, and the rain washed away the blood.
Hold on, Mr. Parks. Mr. Taffy, I hear what you're saying about the rain. That was a very...
Yeah, but you know, you also got to understand that George made the statement that Trayvon said, "You got me," and he stood up and he fell over, okay? So we only have George's statement. The eyewitness did not see the part where he got up. The body was in an area, and I'm sure the defense, it will go into great detail as how, their explanation of how it happened. But if you recall, Mr. Parks, you weren't there that night. You don't know how it was raining, and even the crime scene tech admitted to it.
Let me get everybody back in the middle of the road. My question to you, Taffy, was to respond to Parks. Yeah, we heard you say that 3 times, and I was on the cusp of agreeing with you before you went off into this, I don't know what that was, that tirade. Now, forget about the rain. We all agree it was raining.
You know, let's use
but he brought up another question. He brought up another very important fact, Mr. Taffy, and that is this body was located nowhere near the sidewalk.
Yeah, I understand that. I saw where the body was. And I'm sure the explanation for that is after he shot Trayvon, and let me go back to the other thing, it wasn't a contact shot that Mr. Guy explained in his opening. It was an intermediate shot, meaning it was 6 to 12 inches. Okay, I'm going to stay on subject. Let me finish. Okay, I'm just clarifying a few things here. Okay, he got up after he said, "You got me," and if you listen to George's statement in the police station, and he did pass the voice print analysis. Let's not forget all this, that he was taken down, he was questioned, and his story was consistent with self-defense. Okay? Let's all stick with the facts in the case. He passed the voice print analysis. One very important point. We saw the clothes of George Zimmerman today. They seem to be pretty clean. He really didn't look like a guy who'd been in a scuffle. He was wearing a jacket. He was wearing a jacket. Mr. Paul